Hey everybody, it's Brian Stevens here, your Lakeland and Central Florida market real estate agent for over 27, 28 years. I can't keep track. Been a long time since I've been in the business. Now today's a good one. Today I want to talk about what's really happening right now, what's current in the market. Not what happened 6 months ago, not what we anticipate is going to happen in December of 2025, because nobody really knows. But today, where we are at. Today, we are in a neutral, balanced market. Nothing crazy, not a meltdown, nothing's going crazy, nothing's going nuts. We're not in some crash or all these kind of dramatic YouTubers and Instagrammers and Facebookers would say. Not true at all. Look at supply and demand. That's not the case. Don't believe all the drama you see, people wanting to get views and all this kind of stuff on YouTube. I see it and I just laugh because I'm like, all they want is clickbait. That's what they want to do, because I'm a licensed real estate agent. I'm in the market every day here in Polk County, Florida, specifically Lakeland and Winter Haven. Been doing this again over 27 plus years. Don't know everything, but know a thing or two based on my experience. And here's what I'll tell you. Right now, we are in not a buyer's market, not a seller's market. I'm going to dive into that in just a minute. We're in a neutral market. It's a neutral market. Now, let's unpack that. What does that mean exactly? That means this. There's about 12,000 homes for sale in all of Central Florida. Okay, now again, we're more specifically Polk County, but right now there's about 6 to 7 months worth of inventory. Now, that means it's not either a crazy seller's advantage nor a buyer's slump. It's really balanced. It's really balanced. It's very neutral. Now, I would say this. If anything, what we've seen the last month or two, it's slightly a little bit more buyer advantageous is what I would say. Slightly, nothing crazy, but it's kind of tipped that way. Not as much as, again, some people would lead you on to be like it's, oh man, buyers are just this and that. No, it's still neutral. Buyers definitely have an advantage right now. The median days on the market in a neutral market is around 76 days right now. It's the longest we've seen in 3 years. 3 years we haven't seen homes stay on the market as long as on an average of 76 days. That's a long time. Here's the second thing. Why is this okay? Why is this even good? Well, the good thing is longer market times, there's no more insane bidding wars. Now, again, specifically Central Florida market. Talk to an agent actually today. They are in the Ohio markets, okay? There's a buyer and seller we're working with, kind of a referral base, which, by the way, thank you so much for referrals. We appreciate that. We're very thankful of that. They put their home in the market, kind of pre-market, coming soon, and it's sold within days, which is amazing. New York, certain parts of New York, had a buyer come down from New York. They're purchasing right here in Lakeland in July. Same thing, multi-offers. That's awesome. I'm so glad you're still going through that and getting that right now. Obviously, high buyer demand, low supply. Very simple. Multi-offers, showings, all that good kind of stuff. Here in Central Florida, we're really balanced. So no longer do we have insane bidding wars. Again, I'm very generally speaking. In some price ranges, in some markets in Central Florida, some smaller isolated cities, very affordable homes are still flying off the shelf. What's a very affordable? Our average price range right here now is around $340 to $350. And go figure it out. If you get something at $250, $275, if it's nice, if it's cute, it will still go very fast. But buyers now have more choices. They've got more homes to tour. There's no rush. And it's really a chance for you and me as real estate agents to kind of shine, to show our expertise, to use our skills that we have learned, we are crafted, and that God has given us to help buyers and sellers in this market. Now, here's the thing. Interest rates, they're hanging right now today as of the recording of this video at 6.85, roughly right around 7%, about where they've been over, the last several months. We got teased a little bit. It went down to close to 6.5 a month or so ago, trickled back up. So it's been a little bit of this and that. Some people say, some of the leaders say that by middle to end of the year, we should see rates trickle down some more. Again, who knows? Which, if that's the case, it could take pent-up buyer demand and take that and put a big rush into the market. Again, this is all just hearsay and some of the experts are saying. So I don't doubt that at all. I just don't want to put something out there just to say have people kind of hating on me because, people like to do that on the internet. I don't know why. But interest rates are still not bad, you guys. Date the rate, marry the house. You've heard it said many times, right? Go get a 7% interest rate. If rates get in the low sixes by the end of the year, maybe the high fives early next year, who knows? Only God knows. Go refi. Go get a new rate. In the meanwhile, you've got the house that you like. You've got a little bit of a deal on it. You got to negotiate some closing costs or, taking that percentage of list to purchase price down. You got some equity in it because the equity is only going to go up over time. That is the general consensus of the market here in Central Florida. Homes do go up over time. My dad used to say this, don't wait and buy real estate and wait. What does that mean? Go out and purchase a home. If you're in the financial condition to do it, you've got a good down payment, you've got an emergency fund, you're not in debt, all this there's a lot of parameters. But if you're in that position, go out and buy a house and watch the equity continue to trickle up over time. Date the rate, marry the house. Love it because it's very, very true. And I will say this, I'm going to date myself here a little bit. Rates of 7% over the history of time, not counting the last 2 or 3 years, are still amazing rates. I'm talking they're amazing rates. Here's where I'm dating myself. I used to sit in model centers for my father 20 years ago, 25 years ago. We used to sit in model centers in Bartow and Lakeland and Winter Haven, different parts of Polk County, and used to sell new homes. They come into the model center. You guys know you sell them a lot. You build them a home. You do a construction perm loan. Sorry, something's got me itching here. And they build a house. Or if you have a spec home, an existing home, a market-ready home, you would, of course, sell the spec home. Here's the thing. My father, who was a production builder, had record years at 18% interest rate back in the Gulf War times. I'm talking a long time ago. 18% was amazing. They couldn't believe it. When interest rates got, I still remember, in the 8s, the 7.5 to 8, we were freaking out. We were selling homes left and right. It was stinking amazing. It was crazy, right? So we've been so spoiled in this market. When rates got in the 2s and 3s, you all, how many of you know it wasn't healthy? It wasn't good. Now, if you've got that rate, it was real good for you, right? Yeah, I love it. I'm glad you did. Not normal, not healthy for the economy, but they had to do it because of the times we were in. Okay, now you can go get a 6 3/4, 7% interest rate. Still not a bad deal. Right off your property taxes, part of your interest. You've got a real estate savings and a value there. Tax write-offs. You're building equity. It's an asset. You're investing in the right thing, but you need to have the right real estate agent and you need to be buying the home at the right price. Don't overpay for a home. Okay, that was a side note. So it's okay and even good of the market that we're in right now. Okay, for sellers, if you're a home seller watching this video, hey, price your home right. Please. We are not in 2021, 2022 prices. It's not here. Don't overprice your home like that. Don't say, let's try to be 30, 40, 60 grand over what we think the market value and we'll see if it'll sell. That used to be a technique of mine too. I used to say, let's bump it up a little bit. Let's be aggressive. You can try that, but you're going to sit on the market. Home buyers are smart. They look at the market. They can look online. They can look on Zillow, Realtor, Redfin, all these sites. They can get an idea of the price range. And if you're overpriced, they will be able to tell. Buyers are not dummies these days. I can just tell you right now, people can do research, as you know, everywhere, tax records, comparable sales. Heck, Zillow will even sum it up for you if you keep on looking on their page. They have an idea. But when you have a real estate agent that knows the market, that understands the market, that does research and sees what homes are going for in your price range, in your marketplace, in your specific area, what the trends are with buyers and sellers, you're going to absolutely sell your home and price your home at the market value. Now, what is your home worth? You know the old saying, what the market's willing to pay for it. So you need to prep smart. In these days when homes are sitting longer than average on the market, hey, fresh paint, landscaping, updates, giving a closing cost credit, they really go a long way. I always tell my home sellers, I want to help you sell your home. I don't want you to ask you to put a whole bunch of money into a house. It's not my way to do it. But I will give you cheap, labor-intensive, cost-effective ways to put your home in the market that you'll get the most absolute bang for your buck. When I walk through your home, I'm thinking through the eyes of a buyer. What are buyers going to typically say and see when they're walking through your home? That's part of the way we kind of frame up when we go before a home seller and talk to them about their home value and what they should do. So many times people say, hey, can you come by my house? We're thinking about putting it on the market in about 2 or 3 months. And we say, absolutely. Let me give you some ideas what buyers are wanting these days, what you need to spend money on, hopefully not much, what you don't need to spend money on, what you need to clean out, which is usually a lot, and what you don't even need to worry about. Here's the thing. Home sellers, be patient. We're talking, it's going to take several months to sell your house on the average, right? 3, 4, 5, 6 months to sell your house. We're in a marathon, not a sprint. That's not the type of market that we're in. It's a smart, intentional market. If you price your home at market value, your home will sell. Okay? Real estate agents, educate your clients. Use your data, the data that we've got available to us as being licensed real estate agent, that the sellers know, like for example, in the Central Florida market, that homes are sitting about an average of 76 days and there's increased inventory. So when a home buyer looks at your home, Mr. Seller, up to $400,000 in Southeast Lakeland, they're going to do the same thing. They're going to pull up other $400,000 homes that are without pools in the 33813 zip code, 33812 zip code. They're going to look at what is the competition, and they're going to go see the best 3 homes. If you're $35,000 over price, yours is going to go to the bottom of the list, if not deleted off the list. People aren't going to go for that these days. You think they will, but they won't. And then what will happen is you'll be chasing the market down. Yes, you'll be going, where is my buyer? Where's my buyer? Well, you've been on the market for 80 days and you've come down $60,000 in your price. You actually run them out of the market, right? You're chasing the market down now, and days in the market, the longer the days in the market is your enemy. It's a killer. And that's the fine line right now where realtors, as myself, will educate buyers. Homes are sitting longer on the market. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just a different market we're in. And yet some buyers will think after it's been on the market for 112 days, what do they think? What's wrong with this house? Nothing wrong with this house. Or, man, does it need a lot of work? Or they should have priced it right here to begin with 112 days ago. So, home sellers, make sure you're locking in, you're doing the right thing. Also, real estate agents, showcase your value. Talk about staging, neighborhood comparables. If you renovate this or that, let people know that. And if you're working with home buyers, interest rates in the high 6s are literally solid right now. And again, we talked about it, refinance if for some reason things do drop. So this is number 5, mindset shifts. Home sellers, real estate agents, stop chasing the market of old. Guilty of it. Many times I'm thinking, man, what about this? Oh yeah, it's a new market that we're in. This is the market today. Guess what? 2026, the market will probably look a little bit different. Duh, that's what happens in real estate. So we have shifted, and this is the new stability, means it's going to be healthier, sustainable sales. Generally speaking, we used to be able to talk to buyers, sellers, realtors and say, hey, A normal market, again, please, this is very stereotypical example. A normal market would be where homes are going up 3 to 4 to 5% a year. That's a normal market. Okay, would you agree? 3 to 4% a year? Yeah, that's still a lot of money. Over the long haul, gone are the days, pretty much so, that you can buy a home, you can turn around in 6 to 12 months and flip it and make tens of thousands of dollars unless you buy it right, unless you're buying a foreclosure, unless you're buying it wholesale from a wholesaler, unless you're buying it way under market value. That's not going to happen in a normal market these days. You're not going to buy the home a little bit under market, put paint, carpet, closing costs, you name this, and make any money. It's just not going to happen, right? What will happen is if you buy a home, you do work over time and you sell it in 7 or 8 years, as long as you're in a normal market, you're going to make some money. You're going to have equity to move on to your next home. So as real estate agents, we're all guides in this. That's our job, to educate and help our clients along the path, right? We have to navigate people in a crazy market and in a normal balanced market with confidence and reassurance that we can help them. Our job is to provide solutions to issues that buyers and sellers and realtors walk through every day. We're in the solutions business. That's what we do as real estate agents. So I hope this video has given you some encouragement. I've really enjoyed chatting with you today. Do me a favor, comment below your thoughts, your takes. Would love to share with you. Do me a favor, agents, sellers, buyers, subscribe to this channel. We are doing some awesome content in 2025, coming into 2026. God is doing a work, and I would love to chat with you and help you if you're a real estate agent, buyer, or seller. All my information is below. My cell phone number is 863-647-8600. Call me, text me, whatever works best. If you're looking to buy or sell in Central Florida or connect with a great brokerage, I would love to connect with you. Okay? Have a great day. Thank you so much. As always, whether selling or buying, you got to call Brian. Have a good day.